Okay, older guys out there, we got to have us a talk. I've been getting some inquiries asking me to do a video like this because we got old guys out there, man, that they're not ready to climb in the box, and lay there until they nail the lid shut. You know what I mean? Look, it's one thing, none of us are ready to climb in the box and pull the lid shut, okay? None of us are ready just to end our lives and to cease living. We have things we want to do. We're still passionate about things. We still enjoy life, right? I hope the hell you still enjoy life and you find things you enjoy to engage. I hope you're not just working yourself to death still and you're not taking time to breathe the air, to smell the roses, to listen to the birds, or whatever it is that floats your boat, to enjoy yourself. These are the last years. If you're an older fellow like me, certainly more than half your life has been finished and lived. You're done. And that first half, you were steady getting stronger. You were steady getting better. Now, we're on the decline. We're not really, contrary to what this looks like, contrary to whatever you can put together and however it looks, now when we get better, it's relative. As compared to what? As compared to our older selves. As compared to ourselves post-decline. Right? We're never going to be what we used to be. Never. So I like to say it's all smoke and mirrors, but it's not really smoke and mirrors. It's still functional. There's a reason I do this. It's not just for smoke and mirrors. There's a reason I take care of myself like this. I'm trying to live. I'm trying to live. A lot of people think I'm doing this and it's dangerous and it's reckless and I must be addicted to being big. No, I'm not addicted to being big. You know what I'm addicted to? I'm addicted to functioning. I'm addicted to being fully functional. I'm addicted to being athletic. I have been all my life. I was a fighter for a long time. I was in the military. And then I was a bodybuilder. And I didn't even get into bodybuilding because I wanted to. I just fell into it because I tore my ACL in my leg, in my knee. Fighting. And that's how I got into it, through rehab. Anyway, to tell you the God's honest truth, if I could pick one or the other and go back in time, I would have continued fighting and just messed with weights a little bit. But I fell in love with the weights. And I fell in love with what it felt like. I fell in love with how my body responded to it. And it was a new thing for me. It was brand new, nice and shiny and interesting. So I threw everything into that. Yeah. So, no, I'm not really addicted just to being big. I'm addicted to being strong. I'm addicted to lifting weight. I'm addicted to moving that iron. Yeah, I'm addicted to that shit. I like to feel that blood pumping through my veins. I like to feel that swole. I like to get that pump on. I like that euphoric feeling from working out. If there was no such thing, if none of that, accompanied the workout, nobody would become addicted to it. Okay? So the excess muscle, or you might consider excess muscle just because I'm older, which is prejudice in itself. Trying to sell me short right off the bat, and that's what really the cause is about. I don't care. You can sell me short all you want to because I'm old. I don't give a shit. Been sold short my entire life. My entire life. When I was small and I had leg braces and every other thing, nobody thought I was going to be shit. Everybody thought I was going to be, a cripple, or I was going to be somebody that's always going to have to rely on others, or I'm going to be weak. I'm going to be vulnerable my whole life. I'm going to be a target. I'm going to be bullied. I'm going to be scrawny. I'm going to be frail. I'm going to be sickly, whatever the hell. I'm not going to be able to do this. It's really maybe not necessarily what I'm going to be. I may have that wrong. It was what I'm not going to be. And I don't want to hear that shit, what I'm not going to be. If I'm not going to be something, it's because I don't want to be it. That's the only reason. So, you old guys out there, if you want it, come and get it. You know where to find it. Wrap your hands around a weight. Like I always say, wrap your beaters around a barbell, dumbbell. Get busy. Now here's the ticket with you guys, what you got to do. You have to be very cautious. There are certain things that are different now. Okay? The predominant hormone that you need to be concerned with that's huge, nosedive at this age is growth hormone. With that growth hormone, tumbling and spiraling down like it has to basically almost nothing by now, that leaves you at risk for connective tissue injuries. Leaves you at risk for connective tissue injuries. Also, you're going to have multivitamin. I know you got some of these cats out there making these videos. You're a well-balanced diet. You don't need a multi. Old men, we need multivitamin. Minimum. Got to have that. You got to have a really good, strong multivitamin. I use Sport Formula. It's much more than a multivitamin. It's insulting to call it a multivitamin or to think of it as such, but everything else that it does for me is all icing on the cake. All the extra benefits and everything, all the other purposes it serves and the voids and holes it fills, everything else it brings to the table, extra benefits. It's such a superior vitamin and mineral supplement for me, that everything else is secondary. And there's plenty of other things it does, plenty of other things it does, probiotics and all kinds of other shit. But, amino acids, it's got a lot of stuff in it. But what I really needed to do, it does in spades and then some. So that's why it's a staple. I consistently always use it, right? Because we don't metabolize vitamins and minerals. The uptake changes, or at least it can. Okay? It can. It varies from individual to individual. But it certainly has been known to happen in older guys. And that's what makes our bones frail. Drink a lot of milk. They say, oh, you drink too much milk, your bones are going to be frail. Right? But no, not as long as you're still absorbing vitamins, as long as your body's still able to do all the things that it normally would do, and it's still fully functioning and still working like it did when you were young, you're going to be able to get the calcium where you need that calcium. It's not going to pull it out of your bones. Yeah. Etc. And that's just one example. There's lots of reasons. So first thing, get you a really good, reliable multi. Don't cheap out on it. Get a good multivitamin because, or something that'll fulfill that need, because you can't afford not to have it. Okay, first thing. Second thing is form matters more now than ever for the same exact reason, because the possibility that you're going to get injured is greatly enhanced as you age. Maybe it won't be, okay? Maybe there's no chance in hell you're going to get hurt, but the numbers bear out that most people, most older guys like myself, we're far, far more susceptible to injury, much more so than we were when we were younger. Now, maybe, I have awesome connective tissue strength. Maybe because I do supplement just like I have, it's against all odds that I have just these incredible clear arteries that doctors couldn't believe almost shit when they looked at it. Said, how have you done this? This is ridiculous. Nobody looks like that. So it could very well be that my connective tissue is strong and my bones are hard. It could be nice and dense from all the lifting, but just like a young man would have from all these things, but you can't count on that. You can't count on that. So it's like an insurance policy. You got insurance, right? That insurance is for what? Just in case. It's in case, right? It's like you got to have car insurance, just in case. And that's what you need the vitamin for, just in case. A lot of the supplements as an older guy that I use are all just in case. Just in case. And that way I don't have to put a lot of thought into it. I'm covered. I'm feeling good. I don't have to try and guess what's wrong, what I'm lacking, because I don't feel that I'm lacking anything. I'm energetic. I'm sleeping well now. My body's used to the weight, the body weight increase. I'm strong. So, for all the hard road, for as many miles and miles of endless miles of hard road that I've put myself through, put this body down, I'm doing better than I deserve to do. For everything, all the injuries I've had, for all the times I've hit the asphalt, for all the times of, all the times I've been in tussles and every other thing. I mean, I've had, it's been a hard knock way to go, and a lot of times that was my own fault, my own doing. But for all that I have been through to get me to this point in this day and age, I feel better and am in better shape and condition and health than I probably deserve to be, than you would ever have imagined. So I've beat the odds my entire life, and I will continue to beat the odds because I'm determined. Indomitable spirit. That's what you got to have. If you want it, come and get it. You know where it's at, right? So can older guys put on muscle? Yeah, you can put on muscle. All the same rules apply that they do to the young bucks, okay? You got to have sufficient protein. You know what all you gotta have, right? Do your research, read up, watch my videos. But for an older guy, you gotta have a lot of extra things to go along with it. How are you gonna get that protein where it needs to go? You're gonna have to have digestive enzymes. You're gonna have to have probiotics. You're gonna have these things. Now, sounds like a lot of shit, right? But you don't gotta, it doesn't have to be a lot of stuff, okay? I get my probiotics from yogurt. Certain yogurts out there, the yogurt that I eat has six different strains of bacteria in it. It's one of the more prolific or more abundantly stocked yogurts that I've been able to find. That's the one that I use, and that's how you should select your yogurt. When you go in the grocery store, if you're going to go with yogurt for probiotics, I like it. Probiotics themselves, you can supplement. They're quite expensive. I don't feel the need that I have to. I get enough out of my yogurt. I eat 2 single cups of yogurt every day, and it seems to be enough. So like I said, I don't feel like I'm lacking anything. I feel good. I feel strong. I feel healthy. I feel energetic. I sleep well. So I don't need to move beyond that. That seems to be doing its job. Now, if you think you need regular probiotics that you're going to go in the store, they're kind of expensive. Good ones are going to be in the refrigerated section. Then go ahead and get them. Go ahead and get them if you feel you need them. And maybe you don't even like yogurt. Maybe you don't like dairy at all. But yogurt is a good, easy, no-brainer for me. So I get a little extra protein too, and I get my probiotics, and I'm covered there. So there are things we need to worry about because we don't digest food like we used to. We don't absorb nutrition like we used to, and nutrients. As far as building muscle, for all the things that we don't do like we used to, if we can get around all that, if we can circumnavigate all of those liabilities and we can fill those holes in, fill those potholes in, then it's smooth road, baby. You get down that road, you will build muscle. And you will build muscle. It's bullshit that you won't. You will. You will. So, and then it's just like the young bloods. You got to hydrate. As an older guy, it's important to hydrate. Like I told you, I drink Pedialyte sometimes. Especially if I'm sodium loading, I drink it a lot. But it's good for you to have any time. It's going to keep you good and hydrated. You don't want to overdo it. But every now and again, the other thing is once you implement some of these things, little by little, once you're into your role, okay, then maybe start to roll some like Pedialyte or something like that occasionally and see how you feel and how your body reacts. But get these other things on board first. Like I said, main thing is, also a couple baby aspirin in the morning. Why a couple? Because I'm bigger. Blood volume. I got more blood in my body than most people. I'm a bigger guy. So if you got, and then if you're on TRT, you got more blood than probably the average guy. You got more blood than you would otherwise have if you weren't on TRT. Because, what does testosterone do? It turns up that red blood cell count and it turns up that, not plasma, blood plasma, but you know what I'm talking about. Blood, period. Everything. All of it gets cranked up. All of hemoglobin, it comes up too. It's not just red blood cells. Hemoglobin comes up too. And there's a ratio between the two. See, that's why it's, the hematocrit count you need to look at. Be wise and pay attention to that. I'd say no higher than 47%. I think they allow like 52%, and they consider you high there. At 52, that's like the, hit 52, you're high. If you're under that, you're okay, or under 50 or whatever. I say no. If you're on TRT, now you don't want to fuck around. You don't need a blood clot, so you want to stay 47%. 47% is good. You go higher, you need to tap some of the blood off. It's not a big deal. Phlebotomy. So you need your aspirin in the morning, keep that blood kind of thin, help out a little bit. And the rest of the rules are the same. For diet and nutrition are the same. And form is critical. Form is critical. Don't get carried away. You're an old guy. Nobody expects you to do shit or be shit. How does that make you feel? Nobody expects you to. So no pressure. Go into the gym and start out light. You're not going to stay there. You won't be there. You won't stay there because we have patience. You know what I mean? We've developed wisdom. We developed self-control. We developed discipline over the years. Discipline. Work ethic. So, little knowledge goes a lot further than an overzealous, reckless approach for older guys. Let me get out of here. Time for me to eat another meal. I hope this has been a little bit helpful. Any more questions, let me know. Email me. I'm so far behind on emails. Trying to catch up. I apologize. I'll talk to you guys later. Have an awesome evening.